Hey guys, this is Nick from Deface Games. The year 2020 has been the most chaotic year of the last few decades, and all of us can agree on that. Today we're featuring the top 10 best Android games of the year 2020. And yes, the video features a countdown, and we have our pick for the best game of the year on number 1. As always, all the links are given in the description below. And without further delay, let's start with our number 10. Dead Cells. It is a roguelike action platformer video game where the player takes the role of a slime-like creature that takes control of a corpse in a dungeon, through which they must fight their way out. You explore a series of dungeons and fight the creatures within, collect weapons, skins, abilities, power-ups, and money. Some enemies will also drop cells when defeated, which can be used to obtain permanent power-ups such as additional health potions or new items that can be bought or found in later runs. Each level is procedurally generated by the merging of pre-designed sections in a random configuration, along with random placement of enemies and items. The game's combat is said to be similar to the Soul series, with difficult enemies which have certain behaviors that the player can learn and where frequent player character death is a fundamental part of the game. Number 9. The Gardens Between. It is an indie single-player adventure puzzle game about time, memory, and friendship. It just landed on Android and it's an excellent port. Even better, this port costs a lot less as compared to the Steam version. So yes, it's a paid game, but after you purchase it, you can play it totally offline without any ads or in-app purchases. It's the excellent art of this title that makes it really stand out. To solve puzzles, you manipulate time and reach the apex of each aisle. We won't judge others. Many can create puzzles, but only a few are genuine experiences through a medium such as games, and this is that one of the few. A beautiful, thoughtful game with great art style, soundtrack, and intuitive gameplay. Number 8. SpongeBob Krusty Cook-Off. It's a fast food cooking simulator and time management game where you put your chef skills to the test and experience the crazy cooking action of the SpongeBob universe. You can create your own bikini bottom kitchen, decorate and customize your restaurant, and serve up delicious food to your guests. You can also buy new furniture and kitchen equipment to cook food quickly and provide faster service to your customers. There are plenty of recipes including Krabby Patties, pancakes, barbecue, and more. You can serve tons of familiar faces from the SpongeBob universe like Patrick Star, Sandy Cheeks, Squidward, and many more. You also have to use your time management skills to keep customers happy and be rewarded with tips, likes, and exciting bonuses. In-game, you start as a junior fry cook and train to become one of Bikini Bottom's premier fast food chefs. Number 7. Gwent, the Witcher card game. This is a great free-to-play card game and pretty close to the Witcher 3 version, but it does have a few key differences. It definitely is streamlined and much more fun. It's a turn-based affair that offers fast duels that combine bluffing, on-the-fly decision-making, and careful deck construction. You start with 10 cards from your deck in hand, able to play any card right from the start. It is free to play, but some players do claim that the game is pay to win. As for the downside, the matchmaking can be frustrating sometimes, especially for new players. For everyone who has played The Witcher 3, it is like a dream come true. Number 6. Sky, Children of the Light. It is a groundbreaking social adventure that is set to warm your hearts where you can explore 7 dreamlike realms. It is an adventure into darker realms where you save spirits, solve puzzles, and uncover ancient treasures. It is an amazing game, free to play with beautiful music, graphics, and gameplay. It is developed by the award-winning creators behind Journey. There is so much to see, find, and upgrade. You can share gifts of light to show your appreciation and grow friendships. It feels like there's always something new to find. It captivates you and pulls you in ways a lot of indie console games struggle with. Controls aren't bad once you get used to them. It does have some bugs and glitches, and needs a good device for smoother gameplay, but without a doubt, it's one of the best mobile games I've ever seen in a while. Number 5. Cookies Must Die. The game has a slingshot-based gameplay, so you'll use slingshot mechanics to navigate your way through each level. But the twist is, once you tap on your character to choose the direction to sling them, time slows down, which counterintuitively allows for fast-paced gameplay where you'll sling your character into every enemy you can find. It's your job to sling the hero into his enemies in search of a key that will allow him to progress through each of the chapter's 5 levels until a boss fight is reached. While playing, you can collect in-game currency that can be used to purchase character upgrades as well as new heroes. Cookies Must Die offers a zany story, beautiful 2D art, and quality controls. As it is a free-to-play release, the title's monetization isn't the best, but it is at least reasonably tolerable thanks to the title's polished gameplay. Number 4. Brawlhalla. It is a very popular free-to-play 2D fighting game, which made its way to Android. In most of Brawlhalla's game modes, the goal is to knock one's opponent off the stage, which can be done by damaging them repeatedly. Damage can be seen on the color display around the opponent's character icon, which goes from white to red to black as the player continues to get hit. The closer the color is to red, the farther the player will be knocked back until they eventually get knocked out. Getting knocked off the stage will result in the player losing a life. Either the last player standing or the player with the most points wins the match. The game supports both local and online play. Competitive players can compete one-on-one to climb through the rankings. Brawlhalla features simple controls and one-button special moves. This allows new players to pick up the game quickly. During a match, gadgets and weapon drops fall from the sky semi-randomly and can be picked up by the players. Number 3. Legends of Runeterra. It is a free-to-play digital collectible card game based on the League of Legends universe. You can choose your champion, make your move, and fight against other players. The game is played 1v1. Each player begins the match with a hand of 4 playing cards randomly selected from their deck, a 20 health point nexus, and 0 mana. Before the match begins, each player also has the option to trade out any of the first 4 cards they drew for random different cards from their deck. One player receives the attack token and the other receives the defense token. Only the player with the attack token may attack during this round. With some cards, the second player can get an attack token as well. After each round, the tokens switch between the players and each player draws a random card from their deck. Number 2. Among Us. It became an overnight triumph and can most definitely be considered one of the most successful games of 2020 despite its 2018 release. It is an online multiplayer social deduction game. The game takes place in a space-themed setting where players each take one of 2 roles, most being crewmates and a predetermined number being imposters. The game supports 4 to 10 players, 1 to 3 of these players being randomly selected each game to be imposters, while the rest are crewmates. The game can take place on one of 3 maps: a spaceship, a headquarters building, or a planet base. Crewmates are given tasks to complete around the map in the form of minigames, consisting of maintenance work on vital systems such as electrical rewiring and fueling engines. Imposters are given a fake list of tasks in order to blend with the crewmates and have the ability to sabotage the map's systems, traverse vents, identify any other imposters, and murder crewmates. The crewmates win by completing all tasks before being murdered or by finding and eliminating all the imposters. For the imposters to win, they must kill enough crewmates such as the number of imposters is equal to the number of crewmates or have a sabotage cooldown run out. And at number 1. And finally, our pick for the game of the year is none other than Genshin Impact. This game impressed everyone with its breathtaking graphics, gameplay, and its compatibility across all major platforms. This game is a totally free-to-play action RPG that takes several levels out of Zelda Breath of the Wind's book in terms of presentation and gameplay. The game features a massive open world where you can climb any mountain, swim across any river, and glide over the world below, taking in the jaw-dropping scenery each step of the way. There are 7 elements in the game which you can experiment with to unleash elemental reactions. You can team up with a diverse cast of characters in Teyvat, each with their own unique personalities, stories, and abilities. You can use unique party combinations and level up your characters to help you conquer most of the enemies and the domains. There are tricky boss fights and challenging domain conquering, which can result in unique rewards. The graphics are wonderful, and environment stuff such as lighting and water all change naturally over time, bringing every detail of this world to life. Overall, if you want to play and immerse yourself into a big, amazing looking RPG world, there is no better game other than Genshin Impact. And with this final video of the year, we wish you a very happy new year with promise to see you in the next one. If you like the video, do consider subscribing to us for more videos like this in the future. See you next time.